Welcome back to the Realistic Road to Glory. Today we will get ourselves as far as the January transfer window, and I need your feedback please today on our options for which goalkeeper we sign. I have a number on my shortlist already, ranging from 80 to 82 rated. At present, our highest rated player is 81. I am praying that either Vata, Greaves or Henderson grows to 82 rated by the end of this month of December, so that we can have potentially 82 rated goalkeeper come in January to improve on what has been a leaky defence so far. I am, of course, part of that leaky defence, rather substantial part of that leaky defence, but I'm hoping that with an 81 or 2 rated goalkeeper, we can at least give me a bit of a helping hand, because rather evidently I need it. We are 18th in the league at the minute, but with a game in hand. That game in hand, however, is against Manchester City here. We have Brighton, West Ham, Bournemouth and Fulham in the games that aren't the big six. We'll sim City, we'll sim Liverpool. And of those, West Ham and Brighton are directly above us. Bournemouth are 13th. Fulham are up in 6th, so we'll probably sim that one. And it'll be those that are down and around us. Bournemouth, of course, the side that romped to the Championship title last year. So rather evident which three will be our simmed games today. Of course, saying thank you to those of you for your continued support in the comment section. David Metcalf, Tawonga Music, and 100% Snafu on the board behind me. Thank you to Kai for joining the Patreon as well. And we'll have press conference questions as we progress through. Right. It's not going to be easy. I mean, Ronald Araujo, Mukiele, Rodrigo, Foden, Haaland as the front three, and Rodri in the middle as well. 94 rated front line. Yikes! I think Manchester City might just win this game, don't you? A quick sim. 4 or 5? Ooh, 3-2. Closer than you thought it might be. Foden with a brace. Joe Bellingham with a goal, as well as Vata. And it took Haaland to give them the win after we'd equalised in the 70th minute. That was closer than I thought it would be. We got a 3-3 draw with Tottenham in a simmer earlier on in the season as well. So maybe there might be something we can get out of the game against Liverpool later in the episode. But for now, concentrating on that first home game of the day against Brighton. We transfer listed Adam Randall to raise some more funds in January as well. If finances stretch, we would like to sign a much higher rated centre mid as well, if we possibly can. But at this moment in time, the goalkeeper is the first port of call. We've got to sort my finances out, make sure everybody's fit, and I shall see you in the game against Brighton. As we're on the way to the next game, Leicester City of the Championship have bid for Randall. He's valued at 6. I can supposedly get as high as 7.8. I would like to try and get as much money from this as I can, but 6.9 is already over, well, it's 15%, isn't it? Above valuation, which is quite good already for a 29-year-old. I'll ask for 7.5, of which they will pay. So, ta very much, Leicester. We'll take that £7.5 million and sprint as fast as possible as we can to the bank, because that will go in and hopefully. Oh, now Cagliari have bid 7.2. Look out! Leicester is the most realistic option, but Cagliari, if they'll match the 7.5. We will give Randall the choice of going where he would like to. And Cagliari... Oh, it's Claudio Ranieri. Hello, Claudio. I didn't know you were manager of Cagliari. Hi, pal. That's an unsuspected surprise. Chukwueze with a hat-trick for AC Milan. We haven't gotten any European football in this Realistic RTG, unfortunately. We will be doing a Realistic RTG much sooner in the cycle of FC25. We will be starting with Manchester United. And then the second save we do is going to be the Realistic Road to Glory again, but with a League 2 side this time. So we'll get even more seasons in and hopefully finish the save as well. I didn't anticipate it being as lengthy a save as it has been so far for this one, but I've thoroughly enjoyed doing it. You guys have thoroughly enjoyed watching it, and hopefully you'll enjoy watching a new one as well on the new game. We'll go and make sure that Brighton's starting lineup is as strong as it could be before I show you exactly what their players are going to be. But my starting lineup is as strong as it could be, and we'll just go and make sure that Brighton's is the same. How this Brighton side is where it is in the table baffles me, but this is why we're probably having as tough a season as we are, because even the sides that are threatened with relegation are so much better than us. James Beadle in goal at 81 is, I think, the lowest rated player in the whole side. They got Foyt, Alexandro Daniel Tanner at 80. Levi Colwell at left back at 83. Curtis Jones, an 89 rated Zaire Emery. Bino Gittins at 86 on the left. Matthias Sule on the right-hand side, also at 86. Then an 85 rated Hugo Larsson at cam, with an 85 rated Justin Deal at striker up top. How that side is 17th in the table, I don't know. How we're supposed to beat it, I also don't know. This might be similar to the Burnley game, where they battered me and got a convincing victory. It's no real surprise that we are not necessarily staying up with as much comfort as we would have liked. In fact, we might not even stay up at all at this rate. Matthias Sule with a little back heel there. Hugo Larsson back to Wan Foyt as they look to try and get themselves an early goal here, Brighton. And Zaire Emery had a very good attempt at doing so, but still 0-0. Into Sule. Trying to get there and can't. Zaire Emery, 89 rated Zaire Emery at Brighton of all places. I know Brighton tend to build very good sides in career mode, but this is one of the best they have in any save we've done. Levi Colwell cutting inside here. Zaire Emery found. And Bino Gittins. Back to Colwell again. And Bino Gittins. Oh, it's just too quick. He's just gone. Kirk Henderson thankfully there to put the tackle in. And Vatta will look to break. Levi is sticking with me here, so I'm going to have to look for some support. I don't really have any at the moment. So it's going to have to be all the way back to... Okay, Calvin Ramsey decided he wanted to go on an overlapping run just at the moment where I needed him to not go on an overlapping run. We're going to slow it down a little bit, because rather evidently I've not got as much support for the man in possession as I might like at times, but that is a lovely ball to Best. And Job will find Fofana, and surely from here, Foday will give us a 1-0 lead. Calm, composed, and clinical football give Cambridge United a 1-0 lead against Brighton and Hove Albion. Foday Fofana is still the league's top goal scorer, and that tally keeps ticking over. Alexandro, nice ball through the gap to Jones. Curtis Jones finds Matthias Sule. Some behind here, it's a really sharp turn. It's done really well. Curtis Jones, back to Matthias Sule. On the edge of the box is Zaire Emery, deflected. Oh, where was that going? Wide in the end. Corner for Brighton. Fofana on near post duty. It's number 9 versus number 9. And it's headed the number 9's way. It's the number 9 that wins it, but it's over the bar. It's going again. It's not a foul. Okay, cool. Oh, brilliant. All right, 1-1 then. That's another one of those. Won the ball back in the far corner. Got the block on that and the tackle there, and still Brighton score. Foyt now down the line. We're with him. Why is Wan Foyt untackleable? That's twice Kian Best has just bounced off him or stumbled, and now Deal turns really well. Valdemarson makes the save and gathers for the second attempt. But I'd have been furious if they'd have scored a second there, because the exact same thing happened when they ended up scoring their first goal. And I felt hard done by on that occasion. I'd have felt hard done by on this one too. Got loads of support here. We'll go to Shola in the middle. He'll actually just go straight for goal here. Shola Shoretire, surely. Saved by Beadle. Couldn't go across goal because of the position of the defender. I thought surely we go in front at half-time here with that. Yes, Foday! The diving header. We will go in at half-time in front. I love this man. Release clause or nothing. I'm not selling him unless you pay the £65 million in his contract. Because without him, we're a championship side again. But with him, we can survive. Oh, no. Now watch them go and bloody equalise. I think that's a goal kick. I hope that's a goal kick. It's a corner. Valdemarson doing well, though. Most certainly his last episode as our first team goalkeeper. Or full episode, anyway. Fofana puts the tackle in and does the defensive work. Oh, God, if we'd have played Fofana through there, we could have been 3-1 up. Sule has got the support. Will use it. Bino Gittins also has the support. Doesn't need to use it. Oh, my Christ. How has he done that with so many defenders around him? Unbelievable goal. I need to see a replay. He's got two stood right next to him here. And then Sanderberger or Greaves right in front of him. I think Greaves jumps out of the way of it. What's his leg doing that for then? But what's Greaves' leg here? If that left leg or right leg would have stopped the shot, I'm furious. Yep, it would have done. He has moved his leg out of the way of the ball there and done that with it. Why? What? People say scripting. I don't believe scripting is in the game. I just think it's poorly made. Don't put intention down to what you can put down to incompetence. But no defender ever in the history of the world tries to touch their arse with their heel in that situation. If he just stands there and keeps his legs in the position they are, then he blocks it. Corner Brighton, 9 minutes to go. Bino Gittens has done me. He's still going. Just please get someone in the way of it. Goal kick, it was that bad an effort. A draw is fine, but the manner in which they scored their 2 goals has me furious. Oh, Trev, kick the ball when I press the button, please. Thank you, Kirk. Oh, my God. We are nothing without Fodo Fofana and Kirk Henderson, I'll tell you that much. Run, Lenny. Lobato's in behind. Shoritire's available in the middle. Lenny Lobato's going to go all the way himself to win us the game! 86th minute, take that, Brighton! And the game. Give me all 3 points. Get me out of that relegation zone. We deserve this. Let's not have another don't touch the ball at all from kickoff and concede a goal moment, shall we please? Quickly into Larson. Zaire Emery, they're passing about with purpose. Sanderberger, big challenge. That's going to win us the game. Thank you, Sander. And Vata getting away from his man as well has just confirmed it. That is 3 points for Cambridge United. Get the hell in. It might be another goal as well. Foday. Oh, it's not, but that doesn't have to be. Yes! Our second only victory of the season as we head into the middle of December. But what a time to get it against a relegation rival that takes us out of the relegation places. Get the hell in, especially with the manner in which they scored their goals, eh? So, first press conference question comes from Colts fan. Says, Mr. Monk, Colts fan with Sky Sports, our sideline microphones picked up a rant you had with one of your assistants regarding Mike Cooper and Hakon Valdemarsen's inability to perform at Premier League level. With social media, I'm sure they've heard it as well. Have you had a chance to address this with either player? Either player knows that we've been unhappy with their performances so far this season. Either player knows that their time in the first team is at risk, and I don't think that they'd be surprised to have heard me have such a rant with my assistant. But that's the sort of thing that happens in football. You let your frustrations out to the man below you, and Kean Best is growing. Oh, that's good. He's up to 79. I want one of the 81 rated players to grow, please. Samiento's put in a transfer request, has he? All right, bye. And then that's just how gripes go down. They must have expected that we would have been unhappy with their performances, so quite rightly, I will have vented those frustrations to my assistant, as is my right to do as the manager. So they can hear those words on social media, but quite frankly, I would have said it to them in person as well, given the opportunity, and they know how I feel about their performances this season. That was a giant win against Brighton. Not only are we out the relegation zone, we're up as high as 16th, as well with that. Get in, lads. Right, up next, Liverpool in a simmer, and then it's West Ham, was it? Adam Randall will be leaving us to go to Leicester City. He's decided to stay in England and drop to the Championship. Now, we'll free up some funds extra for us to either replace him in the squad or sign a better goalkeeper than previously we would have had available to us. I will add that to our budget here. So player sold, 7,500. There we go. That means that currently we have £35.5 million available to us in our transfer budget. And we will, because I might as well just take him out now, have £50,000 available to us with our wage budget. So there is the opportunity to further improve the squad. And if Sarmiento genuinely wants out, then Sarmiento might leave as well, and we'd have an even bigger budget. And I could sign someone that could play centre mid and cam, or at cam and out wide, and Shola might be able to move out wide. We can figure it out. But right now, we're concentrating on the game against Liverpool, and that is to come in a second's time. Roma have bid for Sarmiento. Well, that certainly is a step up. 27.4 is what I wasn't expecting to have transfer negotiations in today's episode, that's for sure. I'll ask for 30, because why would I not? Roma are a big club that will have pennies. Not enough pennies to warrant spending 30 million on Yeremy Sarmiento, though. I think he's worth 30, considering his value. My chief executive reckons I could get up to 27 point something. Liverpool's starting lineup would be stronger than that, I feel. Alisson on the bench, Fofana on the bench. To be fair, Rooney might not be in the starting lineup. We'll tweak their 11 and then we'll sim the game. So this is Liverpool's lineup. I'll show you it here, considering we're not going in-game. Restes is 87 rated. Did not expect that. They are missing a fullback still. They only have one decent fullback. So Trent is obviously at right back, and then Wayant is the Patreon player, but he's genuinely the best other option at fullback, evidently. 77 rated is the highest they've got. So Joe starts at left back. Congratulations, mate. Rooney is 84, so does start ahead of Luis Diaz, who's 83. Although, to be fair, Luis Diaz could have played as well. And, well, let's see what happens here against Liverpool. A 2-2 draw, a point from it. Luis Diaz... What? I took Luis Diaz out of the starting lineup, and apparently Luis Diaz scored after a minute. Good. Well, nice to know that that change saved then. Cumetio in the starting lineup as well, weirdly. Well, it just didn't factor in the lineup that I gave it there at all, did it? Well, I tried to give Liverpool their strongest possible lineup. The game just decided to be the game. Fair enough. Well, it's another point for us now. Girona have bid for Sarmiento. He's Ecuadorian, obviously a native Spanish speaker, so it is possible that he would move to Girona, who have been a standout team in Spain outside of the usual in the past few years. I'll ask for 28.5 and be slightly more open to negotiation with them because they won't have as much money, and they will pay 28.5. Roma are going to miss out on their man. Sarmiento looks like he's on his way. That will drastically improve the squad. We could maybe look to loan a winger, maybe George from Chelsea, the player that we looked at previously, and then we could spend the money on a centre mid and a goalkeeper. That would be the plan. Foday with 12 goals is still the league's top goal scorer, ahead of Erling Haaland and Rodrigo, who both have 10. Well, I'll go and sort my finances out, make sure that the squad is fully fit, and then join me in the game against West Ham. Now Napoli have bid for Sarmiento. He is in demand. Nobody wanted him when we first signed him. He was available as a free agent for like 18 months. Now, 27.8 is as high as they'll go. I'll try and squeeze a little bit more. Now, quite a few teams are interested in Sarmiento. 29 will you pay? 29 you will. Well, Napoli or Girona? I'd probably choose Napoli, unless he wants the comfort of his native language, in which case he might go to Girona. West Ham coming up next then. West Ham line up as follows, with Alban Lafont in goal, Kevin Keben at right back, Dennis Reis or Reis at centre back, depending on nationality. Arthur Theater at centre back alongside Cao Enrique as left back. Mats Wiefer at CDM alongside Mandela Keita. Kingsley Coman on the right. Lucas Paqueta on the left. Mohamed El Arouche at cam. I think he's not a cam, but they don't have any cams. And Damian Pizarro up top at striker. They've got Dan Umaby, who's only 77. They've not got that strong a bench. They're on 11 and an 11 only. West Ham, we actually have better depth. To point out, look at Kirk Henderson. He grew to 82! We can sign an 82 rated goalkeeper in January. Get in. Right. What would also be get in would be another 3 points here, please. Best. Into Joe. Turn away from the man. Sanderberger's there. Calvin Ramsey's available out wide. Down the line is Vata. And Vata is in. And Fofana's in the middle. All right. And Fofana's in the middle. Oh, the header deflected. Oh, I can't get anyone close to it. Win this, please, Job. Well up, lad. Shoretire, brilliant turn, and the shot blocked by Teata, putting the pressure on West Ham United in the early moments of this game. They're a side that aren't as strong as the Brighton side we just played, despite having some very good players still. Paqueta's footwork there was outrageous. Shoretire over the top, looking for the run of Vata. Can we get Fofana in this time? Yes. Oh, what a goal! Joe Bellingham, the man to turn it home. Fofana, the creator. Cambridge United in front again. Is this us pulling further away from the relegation zone? Mandela. This ball out wide. Paqueta's touch is excellent. And he's burst past Calvin Ramsey with ease. Calvin fights back. Corner, West Ham. They're going to go short. Paqueta to El Arouche. Fofana, to be fair, I probably could have brought that down with Fofana there. Paqueta will recover it again. Driven quickly to El Arouche. Trevor Chalobah out to it. He's getting a start here in place of a tired... get rid of it. In place of a tired Jacob... I forgot his surname. Jacob Greaves. Christ, come on, Ches. Know your players' names. But to be honest, after the way that we conceded the goal against Brighton, I probably would have replaced Greaves anyway out of frustration. Looking for Joe Bellingham. Good touch and good ball. Fofana, great work. And looking all the way across for Vata. Maybe I should have done Shoretire, then Vata. We were maybe in for two. West Ham are vulnerable at the back here. There is absolutely the possibility of another victory here today. And still with Bournemouth to come too, there's more points on the board for us this afternoon. Sander Berge into Calvin Ramsey. Vata's made the run, but I'll actually go to Shoretire. And then back here to Fode. Fode for Fofana. Oh, brilliant save by Lafont. Tried to wrong foot him. He reacted really, really well indeed. Best with the corner. Oh, Kingsley command clears. Shoretire back quickly to Kian Best. Sander Berge's not the one. Fofana could be. Fofana normally is. Alban Lafont doing his best here to keep us out. Kian delivers. Fofana's underneath it. Set it away. Get it out to Kian again. Vata's on the floor. Vata's hurt. Just as we've committed to selling... Oh, Shoretire can't get it under control. Just as we've committed to selling Sarmiento, and we might need a new winger. That's not great. We might need two new wingers if he's out for a while. Here's Paqueta now, looking to get in behind. Calvin Ramsey does his job. Please. Get rid. Kirk's up. Kirk wins well. Shola can't continue the clearance, but hopefully the ref will do me a favour. He hasn't, and play continues. Vifa to El Arouche. Fofana outmuscles him. It deflects. Still, they could. If they do, I'm livid. They still could. They still might. Mandela. Thank you, ref. Don't let them have... No, he's letting them have the corner. 1 minute added on. We're in the 49th minute of the first half, and he's letting them take the corner. Ref, blow your bloody whistle. 1-0 at the break. That's gone to Shola, not to Fofana, which is not great. Can Job win that? He can't even lock onto it. Thankfully, he does in the end win it. That was annoying. Best forward to Lobato. I mean, space to get into, and Fofana's there. Good block by Keben, though, at right back. Oh, I thought I timed that well with Best. Read it well, at least. Just couldn't quite get there. Here's El Arouche. We get to that with Keeper. I'll wait to commit with a slide tackle and probably would have just wiped the man out. Delivery's good. Chalobah will clear. It really is anywhere will do for us at the back right now. Kyle Enrique around the corner. Dug out again. Kingsley Coman used a hand there, so we'll just play on, take the advantage and disappear with it. Oh, come on, Lenny. You're supposed to turn and then pass, and he's just wobbled his feet next to the ball and then passed it late. Now we're in trouble. Pizarro. Vifa. Just trying to keep bodies in front of the ball. These are vital points if we can get them. El Arouche, Mandela, Sander Berge. What an interception that was. Superb, lad. Go on, Lenny. Off you go, pal. Counter-attack time. Keben. Job. Fofana. Space. Come on, Fode, please. You've done it from here so many times before. Add another to the list. I'm serious. If you want to buy him, you're paying his release clause and not a penny less. See it through, lads. Come on. 87th minute. See it through. Now Kirk Henderson's got an injury as well. Don't tell me we're going to drop like flies at this stage of the season with injuries. Not when our form is finally starting to bloody turn. Lobato dinks it. Josh King even will get there. Fofana's in the middle. Oh, it's too close to the keeper. There's enough time for West Ham to get 1, but there is not enough time for West Ham to get 2, and that crucially is the most important point. I'm going to get a free kick for that as well. He's going to get a yellow card apparently, Paqueta. Oh, that's for something else. Fair enough. That might even have been the thing that injured Kirk that I wasn't aware of. I thought, why not? With seconds to go. Oh, Christ. That nearly went very badly wrong for them. That, ladies and gentlemen, has trebled our win tally for the season in 1 episode. From 1 win to 3. Giant victory against Brighton, considering where they are in the table. And equally so, West Ham. Annoyingly, Brighton have just beaten Leeds United there by a goal to nil at Ellen Road. We've lost Vata for 3 months. Sarmiento is sold. And in the very next game, we lose the man that is starting ahead of him for 3 months. Thankfully, Kirk Henderson is fit and happy to continue. But Rocco Vata is out for 3 months. And that is going to be a big loss for us. We're going to have to loan in maybe 2 wingers now. And then we're going to need to... Oh, I mean, Crescene could maybe go to... Or maybe even Best. Kean Best could maybe go to left mid. Best is better at defending, though. Crescene could play at left mid. We could probably loan someone else better, can't we? It's not an ideal situation, but we have the finances and the squad depth to deal with it in the short term to medium term. And hopefully we'll be okay. That win against West Ham has moved us up to 15th alongside the win against Brighton. But only 2 points down to West Ham in 19th. We're by no means safe yet. We're only 4 points off 9th, though. So it's still very, very tight in the fight to finish in the top half and stay in the bloody division. But a huge 6 points. Almost an unfathomably important 6 points. And with Bournemouth to come next and then the simmer against Fulham, we could yet get even more points today. Confirmation that Sarmiento is sold and he's chosen Girona over Napoli. That's a surprise, genuinely, but clearly going for the comfort of speaking the native language over the ambition of playing for a bigger club. With Bournemouth on the way, we've got a big 2 games remaining today because Bournemouth are right there above us in 13th and Fulham weren't far away either, were they? Oh no, Fulham were top 6. Now they're top 4. Christ, okay. Definitely simming Fulham and playing Bournemouth then. Let me add that Sarmiento fee, £28.5 million here. So player sold, 28,500,000. That means that in January now we will have, and let me remove Sarmiento from this list too, we will have nearly 60 million to spend and 70,000 in the wage budget. But we're going to have to loan, we're going to have to replace Sarmiento and in the short term replace Vata as well. And of course now replace Mike Cooper when he goes back to Everton too. That will free up some more money in the wages also, as we're paying £15,500 a week for him. Oh, it's all go. And there's still more to come today before we even get as far as the transfer window. So not only am I going to need your goalkeeping suggestions or your goalkeeping feedback, because I've got goalkeepers to show you, but I'm now going to need your winger suggestions as well. But I'll show you the goalkeepers at the end of the episode. For now, we're going to concentrate on the football we're playing. Just double check that I've got no finances to alter with regards to the spreadsheet at this stage, which we don't, just to play a sale, which has been done. So it's Bournemouth time. Bournemouth look quite similar to when they got promoted. They've got Georgi Petrovic in goal, Al Hilali at right back, Derrida and Senesi at centre back with Contan Merlin at left back, Justin Clever on the right. Lucas Bergfall is a new signing for them at centre mid alongside our former Jean-Victor Makengo, who they signed on a free from us in the summer. Still got 85 rated Federico Chiesa on the left, 83 rated Elfie Devine at cam now, and Fabian Reyes still their best striker at 81. Another team like West Ham where they have an 11 and not much else outside of that 11. And we're hoping, even though they, I think, got the better of us once and we drew with them the next time, with the form we're in, we've got to be confident, surely. of competing here, and they're only 2 points above us. So if we can win this game, we will go above Bournemouth as well, and we'll climb the table yet further. Oh, I read that. Couldn't get there. Brilliant ball. Makengo. Bergfall. Oh, it's opening up for them. Fabian Ray. Finish from Chiesa. Liverpool's new man, IRL. Bournemouth's go-to in this save right now. Just great movement, and the finish is first class. All right, 1-0 down early doors. This one's evidently not going to be as straightforward a victory as West Ham. Probably going to be just as difficult, if not more so, than Brighton. Can't hear myself think against these Bournemouth fans. They're actually ridiculous. Get that down the line there to Lobato. Fofana is in the middle, and the cross is sensational, as is the finish from Foday, as if you expected anything else. Right back in it. Thank you, Bournemouth. We'll have a replay of that one. Thank you very much. The ball down the line was good. So much space. Just need to find the right ball, which he did. First time finish, great. No chance for the keeper. Sorry, Petrovic. That's us back level. Chiesa bearing down on me. Ray. Bergfall. Valdemarson leaps away, makes the save. He's been better, Valdemarson, today. But it's still not enough to warrant staying as my number one for the whole season. Certainly. We can and will do better. Corners come in from this near side again here as they continue to press Bournemouth to take their lead back again. Yes! Screams out around the ground. It's Makengo, it's Marcos Senesi. That's, unfortunately, definitely a foul. All right, it could very well be 2-0, 2-1 here now. Oh, they're not going to... Yeah, Chiesa is going to take the free kick. He smacks it in the wall, and the keeper's come to claim it and breathe. Another Bournemouth corner, this one going short again. It's Justin Kluivert. He's really tricky, Justin Kluivert. I'm not enjoying playing against him. Bergfall. Just, you can't get someone to the ball quickly enough. Because the defenders in the box don't actually mark anyone. When they play the pass, you then have to switch player and then move 3 or 4 yards to close the man down. Which is never enough time to actually get there, because they'd all just look at the man in possession. You can't move quickly enough to the man to block the shot. It's like it forces you to use the second man press, which I don't like using. Free kick for Bournemouth. Nervous. Or they're going short. Unexpected. Half time? No, not half time. Chiesa into the box. Trevor Chalobah. Oh! Stuck his leg out for the ball. Missed the ball, and Chiesa just bounced off him. Chance for 3-1 then. Chiesa just positioned off. I mean, he dived late, didn't he? Threw himself down to the ground late, but it was a foul. It's Fabian Ray for them. Good pen. 3-1 Bournemouth. Not what we needed, this. Bergfall. Good block. Falls back to Makengo. Good tackle. Counter. Come on. Come on. Come with me, lads. Shoretire through the gap. Get away from Derrida. Good. 3-2 back in the game. Still half an hour to play. Lovely ball by Foday. Shoretire just clean through. Nobody catching him in that situation. Come on. Here's Alfie Devine. Looking to get away. And doing just that. Lovely, but oh, Chiesa from here, surely. You knew it was going in. You just knew. 4-2 Bournemouth. We will lose this one. But here's Kian Best. Looking for Shola or Sarmiento. Finding neither. And it will be a 4-2 Bournemouth win. Or will it? Or will it? Might be 4-3. Goal difference could be important come the end of the season. No, it will be 4-2. Oh, they've just been unplayable at times, Bournemouth. We've had less BS today. So that's pleasing. And what do you know? Less BS. We've managed to pick up 2 victories in the 3 played games. We do still have the simmer against Fulham to come. We'll head to the post-match press conference, but we do have a press conference question to come to you from chat. That's from James is what that's going to be, isn't it? It says, after moving to a larger stadium that now hosts Premier League level football, have you noticed an increase in tourist fans? With Cambridge already being a hot tourism spot because of the universities, etc., and more tickets sold than ever before, a few of the traditional fans have begun to complain about the amount of fake fans in attendance. What are your thoughts on this? Ultimately, the more people through the door, the better, and it's a sign of the success of the club. Obviously, the aim is to turn those day trippers, I won't call them fake fans, the aim is to turn those day trippers into traditional hardcore fans. But you don't grow a fan base without people that aren't going to football coming as day trippers, enjoying it, and coming again to turn into the hardcore. So it's fine by me. It's money in the bank for the club. It's more fans in the ground supporting the team, and the chance to turn those day trippers into longer-term hardcore fans. So I think it's a good thing. That defeat to Bournemouth has certainly set us back. We're now just 1 point outside the relegation zone with Brighton there. If we'd have beaten Bournemouth, we'd have been on 19 points and been 4 points safe from the relegation zone. And with Fulham to come away from home, you anticipate it being a relatively difficult game. That's their 11. There's no point me changing it because we found out from that Liverpool game, doesn't matter. It will still play the original team it put there anyway. They've won their last 4 in a row. They are top 4 in the division here, Fulham. So all we can do is hope for the best here, I think. A 3-3 draw, because of course it is. How many 3-3? We've had more 3-3 draws in this one season than I have in my last 10 saves total, I think. Ramsey, Job, Bellingham and Lenny Lobato with the goals for us. 85th goal to go 3-2 up. And from kickoff, Fulham went and equalised through Willie Orban. It could have been another 3 points for us. It is another single point for us. Brighton have got Chelsea away, so you'd like to think that they didn't win that. But of course, they did. Brighton beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and we're back in the relegation zone. Okay, you can see how tight it is. Leeds look lost. They haven't won a single game so far this season. They've got me next, so of course that means that Leeds will almost certainly win that game. We've got Fulham, Bournemouth and Leeds again tomorrow with Crystal Palace away in the FA Cup. Obviously, the league games take priority, so we'll be playing the 3 league games and simming the cup game. And they are winnable league games again. I'd like payback on Bournemouth if I can get them. And we didn't play Fulham today. We simmed them, so we'll actually play them tomorrow instead. 2 home games. All 3 home games in the league. They need to be won, don't they? Right, so obviously you guys know that we need a winger. I need at least one to loan to replace Vata short term. Maybe one to buy as well, depending on how much money we've got. I'll show you the goalkeeping options that are available to us. And if there's money available too, I would like a centre mid as well. But we shall have to wait and see how things transpire. So in the transfer hub at the minute, these are the goalkeepers that are available to me. This is effectively everyone that is available to me. We spent a while on stream looking through everyone. So there is Lucas Perry at Lazio, 82 rated, 6'6", 83 strength, which is decent. He looks good. Handling is only 75 though, so that's a key area of concern. Nubel is 80 rated, but with 80 positioning is all right, but there's definitely going to be better options now that we can go up to 82. Sebastiano De Planches from Monza has 85 positioning, 85 diving, 80 reflexes. Again, handling slightly lower at 76. Gavin Bazunu is lower positionally, but better everywhere else. Gavin Bazunu, of course, 6'2", with the far throw footwork and rush out play styles. Playing at Montpellier at the moment, so certainly a doable deal. Anthony Patterson is at Benfica and his first team for them, so I don't think we could justify getting him away. We have better options anyway, but he's been popular in the comments, so I popped him on there. Rome Jaden Owusu Aduro has 80 positioning, 88 reflexes, 79 diving, but again, handling isn't that great. He's 6'2", currently playing at Gil Vicente in Portugal. There's Robert Sanchez. I don't know if he's first team for Sevilla or not. I would have to look into that. But Robert Sanchez, obviously positionally is good, reflexes and diving is good, better handling than most we've looked at so far, other than Gavin Bazunu. There's Franco Israel as well at Celta Vigo. Again, would have to check to see what his first team status is like. But I think Celta Vigo to the Premier League is doable. 86 diving is very good. 80 positioning and reflexes. 78 handling. There's Mike Penders, who's 6'7", who has great diving and reflexes, but his positional sense and handling is poor. 77 positioning, 74 handling. So I don't know about him. There's Turati at Fulham, but I believe he's their first team goalkeeper. So we probably couldn't justify that with them being where they are in the league right now. There's Providel at City, 82 rated. 84 diving, 85 reflexes. He is 6'4". He's 35, but he's 6'4". 79 handling, which is better than most we've looked at so far, and 80 positioning, so a genuinely good option. Lafont I put on the list, not realising he was first team for West Ham. And there's Mio Backhouse for Tottenham, but there's better options now that we've been able to look higher up. Rame at at Luton in the league below, 78 positioning, 91 kicking. There's probably better options now as well. Loretz at Sunderland, but probably better options for him now. And then there's Andre Gomez at Watford in the league below. He's only 6 foot, but his positioning is 87, which is very good. 82 diving, 81 reflexes, but again, handling is poor. So I don't know what to do there. I should actually be able to see with Sevilla what their what their squad looks like, actually. They're not in the Champions League. They're not in the Europa League. They're not in Europe at all, Sevilla. That's annoying. So the only way I can do it actually then is to actually search specifically for Sevilla to find out whether Robert Sanchez is their number one or not. I imagine that he is. But they could have someone that's... have I gone... No, I was going to say, have I gone past it? They could have someone that's better, certainly. Flores, 75. He's first team at Sevilla. Robert Sanchez is not an option, I don't think, unfortunately. Celta Vigo, with regards their guy, who looked half decent as well. Celta, he's their highest rated goalkeeper too, but Celta is probably more doable as one that we could justify, and then they'd have the funds to replace their goalkeeper, especially considering we'd be doing it right at the very beginning of the window. But you guys might decide that you want me to go for someone else. Celta, oh Christ. All right, Celta are second in La Liga. He's off the table too then. It's not going to leave a second in La Liga side to come to me. That's just not going to happen. So we'll take those two off. So maybe Bazunu? Maybe Providel? Maybe the 6'7" guy from Hamburg? But I don't know. And then wingers, we do of course have George, the Chelsea youngster that we had on the shortlist previously that we elected to not loan before. I think he's still on the shortlist. I don't remember taking him off. Let's have a quick look. Still got Morgan Whittaker, who's potentially an option, but don't know. Probably got better available to us. But financially, who knows at the minute, actually. Jamie Donnelly, we could loan in at Cam and then move Shola out wide. That's an option, certainly. And then, yes, Tyreek George at Chelsea, left wing, 81 rated. That I'm almost certain I'm going to loan, or him, I'm almost certain I'm going to loan. But wages are quite high, so I'd have to take quite a bit out of that. But with regards to our finances then, at this stage, we've taken the two out. We'll take Mike Cooper out because he's going to get recalled anyway. So Mike Cooper will leave us. So £86,500 in the wage budget. 57 million effectively in the transfer budget. We can obviously move some more into wage budget if we need to, if we prioritise loans over purchased players. I'm expecting bids for Fode as well, which could throw a massive curveball in. But like I've said today, I think I'm going to hold out for his release clause because, quite frankly, he could be the difference between us staying up and going down. So I feel like in the scenario we're in at the minute, we could be justified in arguing that maybe we sell him, but with a loan back clause for the rest of this season, and then he leaves permanently at the end of the season. That we could absolutely justify. But we shall wait and see what happens in January when we get there, which will be in the next episode. So please, comment section, let me know everything that you have to say, because I need it before I record the next episode. That will be on Monday. Do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed today. I'd appreciate it very much indeed. Subscribe to the channel as well to make sure you don't miss out on any more. And hopefully we can stay up with the right transfers in January, but they are going to have to be the right transfers. I'll see you on Monday. Enjoy your weekend.